Flashcard 1. Abate. Think of the meaning. Abate means to reduce in amount, degree, or intensity. Usage: the storm suddenly abated, and the skies cleared quickly. Flashcard 2. Aberrant. Think of the meaning. Aberrant means deviating from the usual or normal type. Usage: the scientist noted the aberrant behavior in the test subjects. Flashcard 3. Abet. Think of the meaning. Abet means to aid or encourage someone, especially in wrongdoing. Usage: he was accused of abetting the criminal in his escape. Flashcard 4. Abeyance. Think of the meaning. Abeyance means a temporary inactivity or suspension. Usage: the project was held in abeyance until further notice. Flashcard 5. Abhor. Think of the meaning. Abhor means to regard with disgust or hatred. Usage: she abhors cruelty to animals and volunteers at shelters. Flashcard 6. Abide. Think of the meaning. Abide means to accept or act in accordance with a rule or decision. Usage: you must abide by the terms of the contract. Flashcard 7. Abject. Think of the meaning. Abject means extremely bad, unpleasant, or degrading. Usage: they lived in abject poverty for many years. Flashcard 8. Abjure. Think of the meaning. Abjure means to solemnly renounce a belief or cause. Usage: he decided to abjure his allegiance to the old regime. Flashcard 9. Abound. Think of the meaning. Abound means to exist in great numbers or amounts. Usage: opportunities abound in the technology sector. Flashcard 10. Abreast. Think of the meaning. Abreast means side by side and keeping up to date. Usage: the news report kept the public abreast of the latest developments. Flashcard 11. Abrogate. Think of the meaning. Abrogate means to repeal or do away with a law, right, or formal agreement. Usage: the government decided to abrogate the outdated treaty. Flashcard 12. Abscond. Think of the meaning. Abscond means to leave hurriedly and secretly, especially to avoid arrest. Usage: the thief absconded with the stolen money. Flashcard 13. Abstain. Think of the meaning. Abstain means to choose not to do something, especially something enjoyable or unhealthy. Usage: she decided to abstain from eating sweets during the diet. Flashcard 14. Abstract. Think of the meaning. Abstract means existing in thought or as an idea, but not having a physical existence. Usage: his research paper focused on abstract concepts in philosophy. Flashcard 15. Abstruse. Think of the meaning. Abstruse means difficult to understand, obscure. Usage: the professor's lecture was so abstruse that many students were confused. Flashcard 16. Accentuate. Think of the meaning. Accentuate means to make more noticeable or prominent. Usage: the designer used bright colors to accentuate the building's features. Flashcard 17. Accessible. Think of the meaning. Accessible means easy to approach, reach, or understand. Usage: the museum is accessible to visitors with disabilities. Flashcard 18. Acclaim. Think of the meaning. Acclaim means enthusiastic and public praise. Usage: the actor received great acclaim for her performance. Flashcard 19. Acolyte. Think of the meaning. Acolyte means a person who assists in religious services or a follower. Usage: the young monk was an acolyte to the senior priest. Flashcard 20. Acquiesce. Think of the meaning. Acquiesce means to accept or agree to something reluctantly but without protest. Usage: she acquiesced to the manager's request despite her doubts. Flashcard 21. Acquisitive. Think of the meaning. Acquisitive means excessively interested in acquiring money or material things. Usage: the acquisitive businessman was always looking for new investments. Flashcard 22. Acrimonious. Think of the meaning. Acrimonious means angry and bitter, especially in speech or debate. Usage: their discussion became acrimonious when politics was mentioned. Flashcard 23. Acumen. Think of the meaning. Acumen means the ability to make good judgments and quick decisions. Usage: her business acumen helped the company grow rapidly. Flashcard 24. Adept. Think of the meaning. Adept means very skilled or proficient at something. Usage: he is adept at solving complex math problems. Flashcard 25. Admonish. Think of the meaning. Admonish means to warn or reprimand someone firmly. Usage: the teacher admonished the students for being late. Flashcard 26. Adroit. Think of the meaning. Adroit means skillful and clever, especially in using the hands or mind. Usage: she was adroit at negotiating difficult deals. Flashcard 27. Adulterate. Think of the meaning. Adulterate means to make something poorer in quality by adding inferior substances. Usage: the company was fined for adulterating the food products. Flashcard 28. Adverse. Think of the meaning. Adverse means preventing success or development harmful. Usage: the storm caused adverse conditions on the road. Flashcard 29. Advocate. Think of the meaning. Advocate means to publicly recommend or support. Usage: she advocates for human rights in her community. Flashcard 30. Aesthetic. Think of the meaning. Aesthetic relates to the appreciation of beauty or artistic taste. Usage: the painting has great aesthetic value. Flashcard 31. Affection. Think of the meaning. Affection means behavior that is artificial and designed to impress. Usage: his British accent was just an affection. Flashcard 32. Affinity. Think of the meaning. Affinity means a natural liking or sympathy for someone or something. Usage: she has an affinity for classical music. Flashcard 33. Affront. Think of the meaning. Affront means an action or remark that causes outrage or offense. Usage: his rude comments were seen as a personal affront. Flashcard 34. Aggrandize. Think of the meaning. Aggrandize means to make something greater, especially in power or reputation. Usage: the leader sought to aggrandize his position through propaganda. Flashcard 35. Aghast. Think of the meaning. Aghast means filled with horror or shock. Usage: she was aghast at the news of the accident. Flashcard 36. Agitate. Think of the meaning. Agitate means to stir up public opinion or disturb the peace. Usage: the protesters agitated for better working conditions. Flashcard 37. Alacrity. Think of the meaning. Alacrity means brisk and cheerful readiness. Usage: he accepted the invitation with alacrity. Flashcard 38. Alienate. Think of the meaning. Alienate means to cause someone to feel isolated or estranged. Usage: his rude behavior alienated his friends. Flashcard 39. Alleviate. Think of the meaning. Alleviate means to reduce pain or difficulty. Usage: the medicine helped alleviate her headache. Flashcard 40. Allusive. Think of the meaning. Allusive means containing or characterized by indirect references. Usage: the poem is full of allusive hints to classical mythology. Flashcard 41. Aloof. Think of the meaning. Aloof means emotionally or physically distant and reserved. Usage: he remained aloof during the party, not engaging with anyone. Flashcard 42. Altruistic. Think of the meaning. Altruistic means showing selfless concern for the well-being of others. Usage: her altruistic nature led her to volunteer at the shelter. Flashcard 43. Amalgamate. Think of the meaning. Amalgamate means to combine or unite to form one entity. Usage: the two companies decided to amalgamate to increase their market share. Flashcard 44. Ambivalent. Think of the meaning. Ambivalent means having mixed or contradictory feelings about something. Usage: she felt ambivalent about moving to a new city. Flashcard 45. Ameliorate. Think of the meaning. Ameliorate means to make something better or more tolerable. Usage: the government introduced measures to ameliorate poverty. Flashcard 46. Amenable. Think of the meaning. Amenable means willing to cooperate or be influenced. Usage: the manager was amenable to the team's requests for flexible hours. Flashcard 47. Amend. Think of the meaning. Amend means to make minor changes to improve a text or law. Usage: they decided to amend the contract to include new terms. Flashcard 48. Amicable. Think of the meaning. Amicable means having a spirit of friendliness without disagreement. Usage: they reached an amicable agreement after long negotiations. Flashcard 49. Amorphous. Think of the meaning. Amorphous means lacking a definite shape or structure. Usage: the cloud had an amorphous shape, shifting constantly. Flashcard 50. Anachronistic. Think of the meaning. Anachronistic means belonging to a period other than that being portrayed. Usage: the film's use of smartphones in the medieval setting was anachronistic.